All right, let's get it. We're loaded up. It is rainy and nasty, but it is dry under there. We've got that watertight. Got our lights. And looks like we got loaded up just in time. It's just starting to rain a little bit harder, but we are loaded up. Now, back to the house. Finish a few last minute details on the music. All the special music and everything's already done. But I always like to just do a little more research for my crowd and see if I can add a few more songs that might be good for them. Let's go ahead and put our seatbelt on. We're going to Glenville, Georgia. But before we go, we're gonna go get some gas. We're at just under a half a tank. It's plenty enough to get us there. Probably back, but I just like to leave with a full tank of gas. This crowd's got about, I think they said 38 people if everybody shows up. This is a small crowd. Like I said before, this is a American and Spanish mixed wedding. So the groom, I think it's more American on his side and more Spanish on the bride's side. Wait for a little bit of traffic to go by. School bus on a Saturday. We are in Richmond Hill, Georgia. Give you that little detail. We are driving the 2020 Trail Boss. I've configured my wedding setup for these smaller crowds like this, 200 people or less, for everything to fit right in the back of the truck. We're going to be using it's a Yamaha sub. I believe it's a DXR 15 or DXS. I forget which one of those two. One's tops, one's the bottom, but we're using a 15-inch sub. That sub is awesome. I've been using that for quite a while, just for these smaller weddings, and it is flawless. The thing doesn't miss a beat. It sounds great. The upper speakers, we're going to be using Electro Voice 12-inch ETX series. I've had these for maybe a year now, and they sound awesome. They're really good, very crisp, very clear. And on this wedding, I really don't even need a sub, but just in case, I never know what type of crowd I'm gonna have. If they're gonna be dancers or not, so I always like to bring that little extra just to make sure. I'd rather bring it than not bring it. We're going to be riding up here and filling up with some Exxon fuel. GPS says it's going to take me 57 minutes to get to Glenville, Georgia, and then somewhere within there, I imagine it can't be too far, where the watermelon vineyard is. That's where we'll be playing at. When I say we is me. It's an early wedding. They say their guests probably start arriving around 2:30. Contract is 3 to 8, so 5 hours, but I'll be set up and ready to play at 2. So as their guests come in, they're gonna come into music and not dead space. I don't like doing that, so I'll give them a little bit of extra there just to make everything perfect for them. So I'm excited about it. This COVID crap out here, a lot of us DJs have been slow. Things are starting to pick up now. I've had a lot of leads come in, put out about a bunch of quotes and responses to people. So let's just hope and pray things go in this direction for all of us. This is the only gig this month here in February. We're halfway through, or almost halfway through. There's the City of Richmond Hill Police. This is a no cell phone in your hand while driving state. I don't really know if that counts for GoPros. It didn't say no GoPro. And so a little bit more. We are filming on the GoPro Hero 8 Black. This is a little gift my wife got me. So we can try this channel out. Show everybody what we're doing, how we're doing it. Maybe you'll find it interesting. This is start to finish on the day of. This is what a DJ's life is like. At least mine. I'm not really ever with any other DJs. It's just really just me. But this is how it is. Whether it's 105 degrees outside or 46 degrees or colder, raining, shine, doesn't matter. This is pretty much what it is. Get everything loaded up. This wedding, like I said, I'll be set up by 2, but honestly, whenever there's a job, it's basically the whole day is dedicated to this, to our clients, my clients. So get up in the morning, that's the first thing on my mind. Get everything loaded up. Always going back to the computer. Of course, the week of the wedding, I'm putting together the music list, going back and forth to it. Don't really know exactly what I'm gonna play until I see the crowd, but I do a little research on the bride and groom, their ages, you know, where they're from, where they went to high school, things like that. Try to get an idea of, you know, how many bridesmaids and groomsmen, get an idea of the young people and the older crowd that's going to be there, and where everybody's from. So we're prepared, and we'll just we'll have our arsenal of music ready. Here we go. This little Exxon station. I like getting gas here. These are new pumps. There's hardly ever anybody over here, and I can use the Exxon app. So Exxon, you need to send me a little bonus or something for putting your name out on my video. But you can use the little app. You don't have to put your card in the machine. So let's do it. Let's set you right here. $37.88 in gas. Save that. Hey, while I'm at it, I am the GM tech guy also, so let me plug General Motors. Let me go home. Let everything get all turned on here. We can pay for the gas right here on my screen. Go to my little marketplace right there. Let it search and find these gas stations. Exxon Mobil right there. Pay, earn, and go. And all I do is push pay for fuel. I've already got my account set up with them, so it's linked to my phone and the truck. Well, I can do it right there as well. So I can sit in the truck, get all that stuff done before I even get out. Alright, now we're loaded up, we're fueled up. Back to the house. Get me a change of clothes. I always like to get a fresh shower before I go. Everything starts off nice and clean, including me. If you're thinking about being a DJ, it's not just playing music. All this is part of it. And this is just a smaller job. Honestly, most of the weddings I do are 200 people or less. There are occasions you get some larger ones, but most of them are 200 people or less. And this system I'm bringing today works out perfect for pretty much all of those. The controller I'll be using is the Denon, I think it's MCX 8000. I think that's the number of it. What I like about that is if one of the decks breaks or something goes wrong, the mixer is actually a standalone mixer. So I can just come right out of my laptop into that, or it's got two different thumb drives that you can play from. And I have backup music on them as well, so it's just a backup after a backup after a backup. If the mixer goes out, well, that's okay too, because I've got that little DBX Go rack, and I don't know if you've seen any of the videos on that, but you can use that as a little mixer as well. I've tested that out, it works fine. You just got to reconfigure a few little wires there, and you're up and going. Anything you can think of to reduce the amount of stuff that you have to bring to make your life easier and keep the job going with minimal impact on your crowd. That's one thing I like about using powered speakers. You get an amp out, you only lost one speaker. Speaker goes out, you've only lost one speaker. Sub goes out, just change the crossover on your uppers, yeah, and you're good to go. Still moving forward. Alright, I will see y'all after I get my clothes and stuff loaded up and when we're headed to the venue.